man. You ain't subscribed yet? Stop playing games, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button, do the comments. Let's go.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
So this is the requirement God has of us. All right? This is the requirement God had for his people. Read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
We must fear God. Read on.
Yes.
To walk in all his ways.
We got to walk in the commandments of God.
And to love him.
What does it mean to love God?
To fear him, to know his word.
Okay, what else? To know? Is that it?
Oh, no. Have a relationship, follow the commandments.
Okay, it's just like my sister Vicky, right? Nikki. Dang. I said it right like 3 times. Nikki and Felicia.
Yes.
Nikki. How do you know if your daughter loves you? That's your daughter? How you know if she loves you? How? There you go. I mean, she gonna do what you tell her to do. If you say, hey, clean your room by the time I get home, and she say, no, Mom.
Right.
You know she don't love you. And she probably gonna get a butt whipping. I know my kid gonna get a butt whipping.
That's right.
Yes, I am an advocate of whooping kids' asses. I'm an advocate. I am an advocate. And you know what? God is an advocate.
That's right.
God says, tear their rumps up.
That's right.
And you know what's crazy? Just go off that. We don't see that today. We see kids going crazy. Just going, doing all types of crazy stuff because they not being disciplined.
Right.
And I don't think discipline is stand in the corner.
Bring it out.
I don't think that's discipline. God says, tear their rump up.
That's right.
That's what God say. So I'm going to teach that, and I believe that. So read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what do the Lord God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him.
And to love him. To love God means to do what he tells you to do.
Yes, listen.
Keep his commandments. Read.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
What's this?
To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So we're going to go over a couple commandments for y'all. And y'all going to have to prove to God if y'all love him or not.
That's right.
We're going to see. You know what I want. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man.
Slow down. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
What's a woman's garment? What's a woman's dress code? God says a man should not.
The way you dress?
God says a man should not put on a woman's garment.
Oh, gay, like being a woman, changing his gender, right?
Not yet. We're going over apparel.
What is that? What is garment?
A dress. Thank you. A dress. You see that today, don't you? You see a lot of men dressing like women, cross-dressing. What they call it? Drag queens.
Yeah.
You see that a lot everywhere, right? God says men are not supposed to dress like women.
Right.
So if a woman's apparel is a dress, what's a men's apparel?
Don't dress like a dude.
What is men's apparel? Pants. So if men dressing like a woman is a sin, is women dressing like men a sin?
Yes.
What'd you say, Nikki?
I said I would say yes.
You would say yes. Let's read it from the top.
Deuteronomy 22 and 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So God says the woman is not supposed to wear which pertains to a man. Not supposed to wear which pertains to a man.
That's right.
So a woman ain't supposed to wear what? Pants.
That's right.
Why is that? You know how, you ever watch Medea? I grew up watching Medea. I'm from South Florida. We watch Medea heavy. We watch every Medea play I done seen when I was little. When a man puts on a dress, it puts an effeminate spirit on him.
Bring it out.
A man cannot put on a dress and act like a man.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
A man cannot put on a dress and then proclaim to be a man.
Right.
He puts on an effeminate spirit.
That's right.
It's just like a woman wearing pants. pants puts on emasculine spirit on a woman.
That's right.
Vice versa, same thing. So God says women are supposed to wear dresses.
That's right.
Modest apparel. Get that real quick. Get that. Modest apparel. What's going on, brothers? What's your name?
Eric.
Eric, what's your name, bro?
Abbas.
I'm sorry?
Abbas.
Eric, Alpus?
Yeah, Abbas.
Alpus. Eric, Alpus, Nikki, and Felicia. We going over God's apparel. God's dress code according to the Bible.
Right.
How a man and woman should dress. How his children should dress.
That's right.
Because God has a dress code for his kids.
Right.
Just how we don't let our kids walk out the house all types of ways. God said, I don't want you walking this earth all types of ways.
That's right.
Because you are a representation of God.
Right.
Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women
Adorn means to dress. Read.
themselves in modest apparel.
What does modesty mean? Anybody know? Cover it up. Why does that matter? Brothers, does it matter if a woman is covered up or not? What about your woman?
She's fine. I want to show her off.
You want to show off for all the men that lust out?
I don't mind. As long as she's loyal.
She's not loyal. She dresses like that.
Right.
Watch this. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Deuteronomy 23:17. I'll show you why. Just hear me out. There's something called attention.
That's right.
And a woman may not physically commit adultery or cheat on you physically, but she loves the attention of other men.
Right.
Do you find that to be a good thing or a bad thing? If your woman dresses to get attention from other men outside of you, you find that good or bad?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Right in the middle.
So it's not good then, if it's in the middle.
Really?
If I have a six-pack and I'm at the beach, somebody's looking at me,
Huh?
I'm like, yeah,
No, but listen to me out. Hey, y'all mind coming together just a little bit closer? I'm like going like this and...
I gotta get going.
Oh, no, just come on, just answer the question real quick. Answer the question. Your woman, right? She's fine, she's good. Is that for everybody or just for you?
Did I see her naked?
Yes, that is naked.
What? No.
Yes, a woman in a bikini is naked.
Right.
Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. Are you
I don't see
crazy?
her nipple out.
Are you crazy? You believe a woman in a bikini is not naked?
Literally not naked.
That's crazy.
Bring it out, kid.
Watch this. We're going to read
You
it.
want her to go swimming in
You
a
will never
t-shirt?
find a loyal woman.
Listen, brother. Listen. The reason why we in a predicament we in today is because of that very reason.
Right.
If our woman was covered up, watch what God says is going to happen. Watch this. Deuteronomy 23:17.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17.
Bring it out.
There shall be no whore.
Get Leviticus 19. Oh, we gonna go back to that. Oh, you didn't know that was in the Bible, did you?
Right. Bring it out.
Y'all know that was in the Bible. Yes, that's in the Bible.
Right.
God said there should be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Right.
But that's not what I wanted. We're gonna go back. Leviticus 19:29.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29.
out.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
It's not literally saying put your daughter on the curb. It's talking about dress code.
Right.
The Bible says don't prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
Bring it out.
Because how you dress is how I'm going to treat you.
Right.
Example. You get punched in the face, right? You get punched in the face and they steal your wallet, steal your phone, and they're running down the street, right?
No.
They run past me. I'm in a police officer's outfit. I'm dressed like a police officer. And you say, hey, police officer, stop them, they just robbed me.
Right.
And I look at you and say, who the hell told you I was a police? What would you say?
That one out.
You look like a damn police officer. What you mean you're not a police officer? But that's crazy. We understand that logic. But then when we look at a woman that's dressed like a harlot according to the Bible, we say, oh, she's not a harlot.
Right.
She's just dressed like that.
Right.
You're going to be treated how you dress.
Right. Bring it out.
It's just like, oh yeah, for sure. It's just like when you go to a job interview. They're going to look at you how you dress first and foremost before you even get the job.
Right.
Your appearance is what matters to get the job.
That's right. You're telling me everybody in a tie and a suit is a good person?
Everybody know what?
Everybody in a tie and a suit is a good person?
No, but guess what? They are assumed good.
Right.
You see that?
Professional.
They are assumed professional.
Right.
They are assumed intelligent because of the way they look.
Right.
So looks matter.
Right.
We are coming in this day and age where we say, it don't matter how you walk out the house. Back then, it mattered. My grandma made sure we didn't walk out the house crazy.
Right.
Jesus dressed according to the Bible. Jesus wasn't naked.
Right.
Jesus had a dress code.
Right.
No, that's wrong, brother. Jesus had a dress code. Everybody in the Bible had a dress code.
Right.
But God says you know a woman by how they look.
Right.
Just like you know a man by how they look.
Right.
If you walked up here in a dress, I'm going to tell you, brother, you're wrong.
Right.
And that's effeminate. And that's the white man's ideology. If you walk up here saying, I'm a woman, I'm just like a woman, but you a man, I'm going to tell you, brother, you're wrong.
Right.
The dress code is off. The same thing with women.
I appreciate you picking my brain a little bit. I'll think about it.
All right, brother, read that again.
The book of Leviticus.
Hey, you dropped the,
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 29.
Yeah.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
because watch what happens. Watch what happens, read. Lest
the land
Aurora, the land, America,
fall to whoredom.
what is whoredom? My sister in the bite, what is whoredom? Come on, sis, I can't hear you. Yeah, there, you might well come on up. What does whoredom mean?
Whoredom, H-O-A-R-D.
W-H-O-R-E-D-O-M. Whoredom.
Like a whore.
What does that mean?
Oh, W-H.
W-H-O-R-E-D-O-M. Whoredom.
Well, I wouldn't know the exact definition of whoredom, but I'm
What do you
assuming
think?
that a whore is a lady who is not of an essence of a lady. She's not carrying herself well. She's misleading, representing her body.
There you go.
Hey, right.
There you go. And you know what? Fornication,
Right.
boyfriend, girlfriend,
Right.
STDs,
Right.
baby mamas.
Right.
You understand? Single parent household, baby daddies.
Bring it out.
That all stems from whoredom. It is what it is.
Right.
It all stems. We don't. You know what's crazy? We don't. What's the word? Magnify marriage anymore.
Right. You know?
We don't magnify marriage.
Right.
We let our daughters have boyfriends. We let our sons have girlfriends.
Right.
You understand? And then the mom and the daddy, they got girlfriend and boyfriends.
Right.
Bringing men and women in and out the house.
Right.
What you think the kids get it from?
Right.
They see it from the parents.
Right.
But God says the land will fall to whoredom. Like we don't specialize virginity anymore.
Right.
You teach your daughters to be virgins.
That's right.
The significance of being a virgin.
That's right.
To holding on to your virginity until what? Until you get married.
That's right. That's right.
We don't teach that today.
Right.
We don't sit our daughters down and say, hey, God says this. You're special. This is special. Your virginity means everything in this world.
That's
It
right.
is what it is.
Right.
You know how I know it means everything? Because every man want it.
Right.
Every man want the virgin.
Right.
I'm going to be real.
Right.
Every man want the virgin.
That's right.
But God says you got to specialize
Bring
that.
it out.
Right.
You understand? What you got?
Hebrews.
Yes.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Yeah.
Marriage is honorable in all.
God says marriage is honorable.
Right.
I mean, nothing else even compares to that.
Right.
Everything else is dishonorable.
Right.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, jump off. What's some other ones? Some other names.
Sneaky link.
Sneaking links, bust downs, work husbands, friends with benefits, busted babies. That's an old term. That's a Florida term. That's a prize Florida term. Clean up woman. Read that.
Marriage is honorable in all.
God says marriage is honorable. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
God said when you married, what you and your husband do is between you and your husband.
Right.
You want to jump off the chandeliers, you do your thing.
Right.
But you married. That means what? It's all pure in the eyes of God.
Right.
As long as it's not breaking the fingers 18.
Right.
I mean, you can't be bringing another woman in your bedroom.
Right.
You can't be bringing another man. You can't be doing threesomes, menage a trois, and all this crazy stuff. Read.
But whoremongers
Whoremongers
and adulterers.
and adulterers. Whoremongers and adulterers. Y'all know what adultery is?
Cheating on your husband.
Cheating on your husband. Cheating on your wife.
Faithfulness.
Unfaithfulness. Not being faithful. Absolutely. God says, read on.
But whoremongers and adulterers,
Whoremongers and adulterers. Watch this.
God will judge.
God said he's going to judge you.
Right.
And to be judged by God means death.
That's right.
Or slow death.
Yeah.
like a STD, HIV, AIDS, gonorrhea. What's the other ones? Syphilis. All these things that's rampant in Colorado. Y'all know Colorado's on the list for the highest, top 5.
Yes.
Why are the rates for STIs so high right now?
You know, we don't entirely know. This is something that we're seeing nationally and also locally. And so over the last 5 to 6 years, we continue to have chlamydia rates that are over 25,000 cases in Colorado each year. And gonorrhea rates in the last 5 to 6 years have gone up 76%. We've had a 3-fold increase in syphilis rates.
That's crazy.
Top 5.
That is crazy. You know how scary that is?
Nobody
Bring it out.
about protection if they're going to let their people even do that. They shouldn't be doing that.
You shouldn't be. See, this is the thing. You saw you just said protection.
No, I'm saying because they don't teach.
Felicia, hear me out. Hear me out.
No protection.
There should be no sex. There should be. How about we teach no sex? How about we teach brother get married, sister get married, and not only get married, but watch this. Get that. You got it. You in the spirit. Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
God says go through a proving process.
That's right.
That means even if you're talking to somebody, prove that brother, prove that sister.
Right.
That means you got to get in tune and see if y'all even compatible.
Right.
Don't lay down and then try to be compatible.
Right.
That aspect is gone. Once you lay down with somebody, if you don't know them, you will never know them.
I've decreased my body value and we're not even compatible.
Right. There you go. There you go. We're not even compatible, but I gave it to you. And now that I found out that you really don't love me, now I'm hurt because I gave it to you.
Right.
And we are soul tied.
Right.
That's what sex soul's tied. I'm telling you. You know every man that you slept with. You remember. It's like every man remember every woman he slept because it's something about it. It's spiritual.
That's right.
It's spiritual. Read on.
Prove him first and be not hasty to credit him.
So God says you got to prove the brother, prove the sister first before you sleep with them, because you only supposed to have sex when you're married.
Right.
That means you and somebody can be proving each other or courting for 5 years.
Right.
You only supposed to lay down with them when you get married.
That's right.
Because it's something about it. It's something about it because guess what? You're supposed to get that in Tobit. You're supposed to get married and live an old age and die together.
That's right.
You're supposed to live an old age and die together. When you get older, you're going to need other things to keep y'all together.
Right.
Because when you get older, sex dwindles.
That's right.
You're going to need love. You're going to need compassion. You're going to need caring. Y'all going to have to actually care for each other.
Right.
But if I only loved you based off of your private part, when we get older, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find me somebody else.
Bring it out.
Or divorce. You understand? But God said he don't like, get Tobit 8.
8 and 12.
Come on. 8 and 12.
The book of Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife.
His what?
His wife.
His wife, read.
For an helper and stay.
A helper. That's what a wife's job is. It's to help her husband.
Right.
Today we don't teach that.
Right.
Hey, I seen something, I seen a video on TikTok the other day. A sister say her husband was perfect. You know, when they stuff like that, some crazy stuff. My husband was a perfect man. He loved me. He did everything for me. But one day I just came home and I heard a voice that told me, divorce him.
Damn.
The sister say, God told her to divorce her husband. This is what we pushing in society.
Right.
What you mean God told you to divorce your husband? Where's that in the Bible?
Bring it out.
But that's what we teach her. We teach that divorce. You get into a little argument,
Right.
divorce.
Right.
Y'all don't like each other. Guess what? I've been married. Damn, how long have I been married? I've been with my wife for 15 years.
Bring it out.
We was together since high school, middle school. We've been married for about 12 years, something like that. I forget. You gotta ask her. Y'all think me and my wife get along every day?
Bring it out.
Hell no. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We don't get along every damn week, every day. But you know what, damn it? She go sleep her ass right here in this bed. I don't want to hear nothing. Put your foot against my foot and take your ass to sleep.
Bring it out.
And we gonna talk about it tomorrow. But guess what? But we not teaching that. We teach, you have a little argument, it's the end of the world. You know why? Because we watch all these movies, we watch these TV shows that say men are supposed to be perfect. That say women are supposed to be perfect. We supposed to have a Cinderella story. That's fake. That don't exist. It's fake. It's not soap operas. It's not real. You are going to have troubles in the flesh. You're going to have arguments. You're going to have disagreements. It's going to be a time period where you don't like each other. But the love is what's going to keep it together. The commandments of God is what's going to keep it together.
IUIC TV, where we are recreating the narrative for the black family. As the Bible says, where there's no vision, the people perish. The media have been vehicles that have conveyed destructive images of God's children, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not only are we in the streets, but we are on the airwaves and networks, compelling our people to come back to their heritage. Tune in to IUIC TV.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is